All right. Well, hello and welcome back to the final game of week 6. Over here in the Prism League, we got the Havana Highflyers up against the LA Mafia. Now, I do know Havana are going to be a little bit late, so I mean we could have stalled starting, but that's okay. I'm also going to send the lobby intro to Bacon. I don't know. With non-playing managers, it's always a question, but I'll send it to Bacon. If they don't join, woo. Okay. I will send to a player. Is this the right player? It appears so. I'm going to make sure because I have time. Okay, it was. Perfect. I let them know that Havana said they'd be a little bit late. Yeah, I don't know who they're picking up or what, but there are two teams right now in the Prism League who have two members. For Round Rock, because Linux retired, I left him on the graphic because I didn't know what to do. Now we'll take him off because they were announced as retiring. Now no third was announced for this game, so I don't know who the Mafia have, but you know, we we got some players here. Yeah, QP Jedi QP or whatever retired during the break week, and they did not pick anyone up, which means that they are just going to be going off PFAs and 1 days, at least for the moment. And so yeah, I don't know who the third is for this match because that wasn't announced, but yeah, that's what's happening there. Yeah, Linux and QP both. Um, so for so many different reasons, Havana are the favorites in this matchup. Havana have two more wins, have a full three-man roster, have experience. Like, even the two that are on the roster, both got traded there fairly recently. So, as okay, comedy. It appears like Yak is going to be. That's crazy, Vice. Not what you replied. That him asking that, I mean, is crazy. But it does look like, based on who's in the lobby, that it will be Yak filling in as the third for LA. So here you go. Probably one of the best choices, especially from Pixel players. Yak, a very strong player. Mechanical can fit in with this team. So let's see. LA, of course, still hunting for their first win. Not out of playoff contention. Far from it. But 2 wins behind the tie for 7th place. So, or is it a tie for 8th right now? I think it's a tie for 8th right now. Yeah, it's a tie for 8th. So, they can't get back into it this week, but it feels like they got to start winning soon because I don't know if their schedule gets that much easier. Let's see. They play Houston, Round Rock, Lincoln, Florida, Kyoto. Okay, so LA need to get wins. I'd say they need to win this one. They need to beat Round Rock. They need to beat Kyoto. At least those three, and then they probably need to find a win somewhere else. Because right now, there are two teams tied at 2 wins who are the 8th and ninth line. So 3 wins, really, I don't know. I really don't know if that'll be enough. But those are the ones they need to win. And Havana and Kyoto are going to be tough games, probably. But Lincoln, Florida, Houston is a really tough schedule. So we'll see. But That's definitely not a good place to be for LA. But I do think this LA roster could do damage. They're a decent squad. Obviously, we've talked about the one day. They got a lot of trading going on from LA, so haven't been on the team long to build chemistry. But still, they're a good squad. They have potential. Havana have struggled. Obviously, losses to the top teams beat closer to the bottom teams. Obviously, Miami have rebounded, but at the time they played them was in the middle of their bad. So there you go. So definitely, like I said, this is one of the teams that Mafia have to beat, and I think they have a chance. But I think they are. No, Miami started like 0-6. Was it 0-9? I think it might have been 0-9 even. Because Miami are a decent team now. They've looked good. They've put up 2 wins, all that. But Havana played them week 2. And that was before the trade and before they started to look decent. So, yeah. Not the most quality win, probably, I would say. But, we'll see. Again, we are just waiting on Havana. I was told they would be a little bit late. And so hopefully they'll join soon. And we'll see how this one goes. See, Lyman, what I'm hearing is that Vice wants to be on Miami. That's what I'm hearing. To the third round. Hey, that's up to Samu Vice. But yeah, I don't know. Basically, Havana, decent squad, have looked good, have played close against good teams like OKC and Lincoln, standings wise, but haven't been able to find a win against them. And of course, the standout got swept against Houston. It's Houston, Houston have been kind of like the clear number one. OKC definitely getting up there as the number two. Florida not far behind. Vinland also really good. There are a lot of good teams. Houston so far have been above the pack, so getting swept doesn't mean that much. But the fact that their only 2 wins are against the worst teams, I've said the same thing again, just again and again, because like there's nothing else to say. Havana have looked decent. They've had a very polarized schedule. They haven't played like a Wave or New York or any of the other teams in the middle. And so they've lost to the good teams, beat the bad teams. They're somewhere there. So we'll see. But, you know, I don't know. They said like 5 minutes. It's been 9. Just turned to 9. So hopefully not much longer for Havana. I do believe I sent the info right. I did. Huge, I did. Okay. Yeah, I said that, Lemon. That's what I've been saying. Beat the bad teams, and I specified that that was a bad team because it was before you turned around. That was during your like 0-9 or whatever, before the trade and all that. So yeah, that definitely counts as a win against a bad team, but that is at the time. Was it only 0-6? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, I guess I can pull up the standings while we're waiting. Because that is a thing I decided to do this week, in this season, not delete. Okay, yeah. You took it to game 5 in week 3. Yep. Yep. And you got a win after that, and then another win, and lost this week, whatever. LZ, I was told like 10 minutes before game time. And I did say this to Mello as well. He said they would be a little bit late. He said not much, like 5 minutes. And it has now been 10. Well, typical FF timer would be 7:15. If you want to accept the 5 minutes after, it would be 7:20. And as we are talking about this, they join. Perfect. No. There would have needed to be at least 5 more minutes before an FF. It's just a long time. But we do have everyone in, and we are good to go. Game number 1, a best of 5 as always. I think it's 15 from game time. Yeah. No, I usually just say 15 from game time. But I don't know. It's 15 from game time unless they both agree to like push the time back or whatever. So we haven't had a forfeit yet. You know, haven't had to really question it too much. This one touched forward by LZ. It'll bounce up high. Nelson with that boost. Mincy though is able to get up and tap it away. Mello able to 50 it back forward. It held at the midfield. Yak gonna pop it up. Getting back up in the air, but Gerds able to send it the other way. Now cleared forward into the corner again. Nels off the sidewall. Mello trying to drop it down, but just blocked away. Now out to the corner. Gerd's not able to follow it. LZ gonna get a center. A little bit awkward here. Mincy, a light touch. Mello gonna get a shot and gonna get a goal. First blood, LA. The Mafia are ahead. The defense a little bit too awkward. The boost got low. And LA capitalize here. Again, this team can do damage. Yak, a very strong third. Able to play fast, put a lot of pressure on. And already they are ahead, but we do see this a lot. The team gets an early goal, and then the pressure turns. Think OKC Kyoto, for example, just a couple days ago. This one now up in the air again, it'll fall back down. Yak, pinch to the backboard. It'll bounce off the sidewall again. LZ bouncing it in. Nels able to get up, though. Now off the corner again. Mello gonna drop it down. LZ already up, but it's pinched to the side, and Gerds will get a clear. Now Havana try to push. Gerds rolled to the back wall. Yak deflects it to the corner. And see light tap back to Nels. Can't find a shot, just plays it to the corner, but LZ blocks it away from there. Gerds, another back pass. Nels very awkward here. Blocked by LZ, still in the corner. Yak gonna get beat by that one. Mincy around, Mello back down, double commit. Gerds gets it to the sidewall. Mincy drops it across. Nels in the air. LZ beats him there. Back in the corner. Mello going again, but Gerds wins the challenge. And now that one, a little bit wayward. Not what he wanted to do. That one just gonna be unfortunate. I mean, it's a good shot. Not what he wanted to do pretty clearly. As it is now back to a tie game here. This one to the back wall again. It'll get played around. Bouncing down. LZ off the sidewall again. He'll jump up. Yak off the corner. Dropping down. LZ beat out. Double commit by Havana, but they do get it away, and Gerds able to get it out to the corner. Now dropping down again. Mello gonna pop it up. Mincy is there. Mincy gives Havana the lead. They've scored 2 in a row, and they have turned around the momentum. Mello, just not a good enough touch, and it gets dunked right back in. Lincoln lost 3-1 to Vinland this week. This one out to the side again. It'll roll up the sidewall. Nels gonna pop it out. Now going to keep control to the back wall. Will try to double. Can't get it. Still does get out now. 50 there by Gerds. Now Mincy moving in. Gerds just barely missed a demo on LZ on the goal line. Now LZ the other way. To the back wall. Bouncing down. Mello can't find the shot. Now out to the side again. Yak going to pop it up to the corner. Now flicked out Mello. Trying to center it. LZ can't quite find it. Gerds up high to the backboard. It'll bounce out again. Now dropped across. Nels on it. Quick shot. Nels scores 3-1. Havana extend their lead. A perfect pass back by Mincy. LZ can't quite reach it. like we said, LA might have scored first, but that doesn't mean that momentum will last. Havana have scored 3 straight. And there's a 2-goal lead here. Now to the sidewall again. LZ gonna slow it down. Now 1 forward again. Now centered across. Nels gonna get up. Pops it up to the ceiling. Nels drops it down. Yak trying to play it back in. LZ off the post. Now away. Now centered in. LZ gonna 50 it back. Nels gonna follow it out towards the side. Mincy gonna get there next. Mello gonna win it forward. Gerds back down off the ceiling. Gerds not able to find another touch though. LZ plays it out to the side. Now up in the air. It'll bounce straight back down. Mello. That's an awkward touch again by Mello. Mincy just going to drop it down. LZ trying to find a save. Takes 1 control touch. Now gets 50'd on the second. It'll bounce back down. Gerds did get disrupted. Now LZ from the sidewall in the air. Gonna go for the air dribble. Dropping it down, but Nels gets in the way. Final minute of play. LA starting to push here. Not able to find a goal just yet. Yak, maybe a chance if he finds a touch, but not able to. Now Nels another reset, dropping it down. Popped forward. LZ to the corner. Popped out. Mello there, but not on target. And Gerds gets in the way of a rebound. Yak shot high as well. Mincy gets another touch to slow it down. Mello off the backboard. Mincy on it again. Now down the sideline. Popped up again. Nels gonna win it forward. LZ off backboard. Yak blocked away again. Mincy has shown up on the defense, and Havana are clutching this 3-1 lead. Mello wide again. LZ no power. Nels saves. The clock will hit 0. Havana are 1-0 up. One early goal gave hope to LA, but they could not keep it going. They concede 3 goals in a row, and they will fall in game 1. Gotta change maps and stuff. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Havana played it clean. Had good defense. And they were able to find the win. That's kind of the main part of it here. You know, LA kind of just need to find what they did at the beginning. They had that control. They were able to get that one. But not able to sustain it. Gave up some mistakes on the other end. You see momentum started with the own goal, but 3 more from there, or 2 more after that. That's going to bounce back down. Now played across. Mello following it. Nels plays it off the corner. Now Yak, 51 by Mincy. LZ will get up. He'll play it to the sidewall. Now dropping down. Nels across. Mello up into the corner again. Mincy. He'll play off the sidewall. Now dropping back down off the ceiling. LZ takes his time. He'll catch. He'll air dribble. He'll take it out towards the side. Yak will center. Mincy up in the air. Out towards the corner. LZ gonna play it across. Now Mello up off the corner again. Gerd's gonna drop it down. LZ. Mincy not quite gonna reach it. Now Mello might have a chance, but that touch might give it up, although Gerd's is low boost. This one will pop out off the corner. Yak up first. Another tap down, but right to Mincy, although a great dunk. Keeps control in the corner. Now bouncing out. Nels clears it away. LZ brings it down. Back into the corner. It'll be Mello. True couch. I'm just seeing all the debating going on, but that's the most true message I've seen. Now Gerd's in the air, down off the backboard again. Mincy on it, and it is in. Post-mortem, he scores. Demoed as he shoots. The pass from Gerd's. The shot dead center. LZ flat-footed, can't find the save. And it is 1-0. I just think Dayton made too many trades, but that's past stuff. Mincy trying to drop it down. Nels another shot, and it's in again. Mincy centers. LZ again just kind of stuck, nowhere to go. Kills his momentum and has to watch it go right over him, and it is 2-0. Up in the air. I think Dayton brought in all good players, but I think they were a good team, and then they just kept trading, and it didn't make them better. There's one off the backboard. Yak, 50s out to the left side. I don't know if either of you are even listening, but you know. I'm just talking about it. This one off the sidewall. LZ can't find the second touch. Mincy gonna bring it down. Now Yak following it up again into the corner. LZ pops it up. Yippee. This one out to the side. Mello to the backboard again. LZ, that one will come straight down. Might go for a bum, but Mincy pre-flips back into the way. Now Yak flips away from it. Gerds wins it towards the back wall. LZ out to the side. It does get popped away. Now he'll try to slow it down. Awkward low on boost, though. Nels keeps making it awkward. Mellow cross. Gerds gonna drop it down. Yak flying it forward. Now the catch and flick. But blocked early by Nels. LZ getting back on it. Low boost. Mincy almost an own goal of his own, but it doesn't quite go in. Mellow wide again. A beef has appeared. They were talking about Dayton and he knew. The accuracy has not been there for Mello in LA either. And the chances they have had haven't been able to convert them, as Mincy just fakes, drives in front of it, gets a bum, and opens it up for Nels. It is 3-0. Absolutely bodies Mello. Doesn't even need boost. Just drives at him menacingly. And Havana continue to roll here on DFH. Mincy out to the corner. It'll fall back down. LZ off the left wall. He'll flip back to it. Trying to drop down. Fakes it to Mello. Blocked by Gerds. Even one low boost. Havana have just been able to get a car in the way and not allow a shot to go on target. Mello, another awkward catch. Mincy off the back wall. Nels popping it up. Now going to drop it back down. Gerds centering it across. That's fair beef. This one up off the corner again. LZ gonna hit it straight away. No, can't find a piece. Gerds can, but he's removed. Yak the demo. LZ to clear forward. Nels, light touch, caught by Mello. He'll try to cut. Nels gets in the way. That one is on. That one is in. A hat trick for Nels. It's 4-0. Just find an opening. Take a shot, and there is no answer from LA. Now this one towards back wall again. Mincy knocks it down. That one dangerous, but Gerds able to back him up and get it away. 1 minute left to go. Still a 4-0 lead. This one finally goes in. Yak able to secure. LZ worked it central. Yak taps it over Mincy. And it is 4-1. That's not true. Unless... I mean... Couch. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling a couple pixels scored in the Kyoto versus St. Petersburg game that had 3 pixels in it. You know? I'm pretty sure I saw Defane score at least once, for example. Gotcha. Yeah, I was just saying, that's not the first one for sure. That, oh, hold on LZ, but just does have to catch it. Gerds hits it away. He might be, put him in Prism for real. Yak off the corner, this one will drop down. Mincy able to win it forward. Mello, now drop down by Mincy off the back wall. LZ can't find a read, could get scary. Mincy pops it up, but his teammate's not there. Final 10 seconds again. Now up in the air again. LZ backboard double, but just into the corner. Clock will hit 0 again. And Havana win again. 2-0 in the set with a 4-1 game 2 win. Always stall just a little bit. for the stats. The Highflyers now 1 game away from getting back to a 500 record. And again, that's big. I can look at their schedule as we're going to load in here. Havana yet to play Miami. Wait a minute, this is the wrong team. Florida, Kyoto, New York, Vinland, St. Petersburg. So they're going to need to beat this team, Kyoto, Wave. Then New York is one they probably also definitely want to win. Florida and whoever else difficult. I don't know. Let me find this schedule again. Florida and Vinland will be tough. So Havana definitely in a much better spot. If they win this, they'll be tied 6th. They have a couple good games left to play, including teams who are in that playoff race. So, wait. Vice, you might be right. Yeah, I can't call it until this one is over, because Havana have already been reverse swept twice this season. They got reverse swept by OKC week 1 and Lincoln week 3. So, it's not over until game 3 ends. You're not, yeah, absolutely. Gerd's gonna drop it back. LZ can't find the touch. Now Mello in an awkward spot. Could have hit that, but does leave it. Luckily, Nell's low on boost. Mello does get a save. Now Mello another 50 to the Havana back wall. Popped up by Yak on the goal line. LZ beat by Nels. Nels a great carry here. Gets all the way to midfield. Yak able to pop it over Mincy there, though. Mello picks it up. Nels gonna get in the way. Look for the double. That one will pop high above the net. Won't be shootable from there. Mello trying to set up Yak, though, off the post. Nels beats LZ there. Havana, again, dangerous, but they do not concede. Now Mello up off the back wall, trying to get it out. Gerd's going to drop it back down into the corner. Now popped back away. Gerd's ground pinch. Goal. Havana score first again for the second time this series, and it's Gerd's a ground pinch past one behind a second right through to the net. That one floating on target. Gerd's able to deflect it out. Mello gonna get up again. Now drop all the way downfield by Gerd's. No boost on LZ. He'll control it to the side wall. Mincy's pre-jump not quite gonna work out. It'll be LZ on it now. He'll play it across. Yak trying to follow it, but Mincy dunks it away. Mincy going again. Mello beat him, but not Gerd's. Now Nell's there quickly. Pass back to Gerd's. Bottom left, a little wide. Out to Mincy to the corner. Not able to find a shot, but the pressure continues to be so much more dangerous from the Highflyers here. Gerd's off the post again to Mincy. 4-2. 2-0 Havana. Gerd's the center. The pass off the post. Mello couldn't react to it. Mincy just beats him and dunks it in. We did mention Havana have succumbed to reverse sweeps this season, but again, I don't know. All I'm saying, Vice, you stole his team name. Doesn't look. Oh, hold on, LZ. We're talking about Florida, but LZ trying to pull us back to LA. Makes it a 1-goal game. The fake down 50, then the double behind Mincy. That's really funny. 1-1 in the last 2 weeks of games being played, right? Oh, that one off the post. Or was it? Hold on, Mello. He had to hit the post because he always has this season, or this game. But it does still pinch in. Just barely manages to get it through. Kind of a crazy angle, and that makes it 2-2. We are tied back up again. reverse sweep may be back on. We have symbolism here. It was 2-0 in the game, now pulled back to 2-2. Will we see the same in the match, or are Havana just gonna keep going? It's Nels again. Mid-C pass center. Nels, pre-flip to the post, gets the read, gets the goal. Bit of a double tap. We'll say it's intentional because that one really did look like it. And it is a 1-goal Havana lead again. Nils now just going to take his time in an awkward spot. That one now super awkward. LZ able to win a 50 off it. Yak a bit too close. Double commit, but they do win the 50. And then Gerd's a great double to relieve the pressure. Now down to LZ on the back wall. Pinched out by Mincy. Popped up by Nels. Mincy up again. Back pass to Gerds. But a bit too much power on it off the bump, and Gerd's only able to hit to the side. LZ trying to break forward. LA do need to find another goal now. LZ gonna pop it back. By the way, Houston would be big fans of LA in this match. I didn't say that at the beginning. It feels like it's probably too late too, but Houston would have been LA fans here. This one gonna bounce straight back down. Mincy gonna pop it back. Nels trying to drop it down. LZ doesn't have much boost. Does have a chance. He'll go for the 50. He'll go even. I'll explain after the game ends. Off the corner, LZ pops it up off the sidewall. Now it'll drop back down. Nels gonna get it away. Vinci playing it forward. Mello out to the sidewall. It'll fall back down. Final minute of play. 1-goal game here. This one popped down to the corner. Gerd's going to bring it down. LZ around the outside. Now played forward. Yak off the sidewall again. Mello diving in. Back off the sidewall. Yak into the corner. It'll roll around. Gerd's trying to get it away. He will get one. Mello, though. We've talked about the accuracy struggles, but Mello has locked in from the corner, a lob straight through. We are tied at 3. 38 seconds to go. This one not quite over yet. LA still room. Mello has a shot. It's in. 4-3. Hold on. The train might be starting up in 6 seconds. Vice, I'm going to explain it after the series, maybe between games here. I'll explain it between games if LA win. After this game, we'll say that. Now, LZ, another kickoff one. That one a little bit wide. Mincy, awkward touch. Yak might be able to jump on, and this one will go off the post. Too far for Mello. Gerd's out to the side again. Now popped up in the air. This one will drop down. Mincy try to drop it in. Gerd's is there. Yak gets in the way. 15 seconds to go. LA need to get a block here. Nels is already in the air. He'll drop it down. Mincy, if he stayed a little more patient, might have had a shot. Still a good pass, but Gerd's can't find it. Mincy back in his corner. 5 seconds to go. Havana need to go full field. Mello slows it down right at Mincy. Havana might have a chance. LZ trying to kill it. Pops it up in the air. Luckily, Nels doesn't have boost. Gerd's off the sidewall. Falling down. Mincy shot. Hits the ground. LA take us to game 4. Things got active at the end of that game, but the LA Mafia managed to survive. They will pull us to another game. I did save that replay under the wrong... I saved that replay under the wrong name, but that's okay. I saved it as game 4. This is was game 3. But as we move to game 4, I will explain. Only one team can clinch next week. Now, that might be a very stringent definition because basically, kind of like how U3 worked, we're going to be careful about calling clinches based on head-to-head. For example, teams like Florida, I think OKC, like a bunch of 5-1 teams, would be able to have a better record than 3 teams and head-to-head over a 4th team. However, there are so many different ways multi-way ties could work that instead of trying to figure all that out, we're just going to not call that yet. However, one team in each league, as hold on, Nels going for the net, this one off the crossbar. One team in each league, which is the 2 6-0 teams, Houston and Lansing, can have a better record than 4 or more teams. As of now, they already have a better record than the 0-6 teams, which are Round Rock. We'll just go Prism League. Houston guaranteed a better record than Round Rock. Round Rock. If they win this week, they would have a better record than LA and Kyoto. Then they need 1, 2, and 4 team to lose to be another team with 5 losses. As Yak puts another goal on the board, the reverse sweep train starting to pick up some momentum here. Mincy can't find a touch. Yak spins around, shoots to the left side, right behind Nels. And so, yeah, they need a 2 and 4 team to lose. As of now, that's New York and Miami. If LA win this, Havana would be another 2 and 4 team. So basically, it's just another option for Houston to clinch with. If LA win this. Is Florida beating Havana next week. Well, they need to beat LA. Houston play LA next week. They need to win that, and then they need a 2 and 4 team to lose. Lansing are more lucky that that one is in for Mincy. We're tied up at 1 again. Nels drops it down, gets a good dunk on it, and he just passes it back. Mincy moves in from the corner, takes the shot, beats 2 players, ties the game. But Lansing are more lucky in that they play Luxor, who are a 2 and 4 team. Yeah. Lansing play a 2 and 4 team, and so all Lansing need is to win. Houston have what should on paper be an easier match, but they need a win and help. So there you go. Those are the 2 teams who can clinch, Lansing and Houston. Hey, I looked at all of this last night. Well, before that, but I found that Lansing played Luxor last night. This one now played forward again. Yak trying to follow it around the corner. 3 minutes to go. This one tied at 1. LA once again scored first, but conceded afterwards. They need to avoid this turning into a Game 1 situation. And that would ideally mean scoring next. LZ able to find a good dunk here. Nels winning it forward. Around the corner, Yak following it up, played across, and now around the outside, Mello dropping it back. LZ grabs the boost, Mincy rolls it on, LZ a good save, that's over Gerds. Nels trying to reach it, and he does. Last second, Nels pulls it off the goal line, and now Yak again, high off the crossbar. LZ doesn't have boost, Gerds gets to clear away. Yak not quite able to drop it down. No one would have been there anyway. Yak now a back pass towards Mello, dunked by Mincy. This will get to the corner, bouncing up, LZ up, Nels there too, he'll get the dunk. Gerds up first, he'll play it off the corner, Mincy moving in, blocked by Yak, but Gerds is there, blocked by Mello, but number 3 is Nels, it's 2-1. 2 wonder saves from LA, but 2 is all they get. Honestly, Nels may be the worst place he could have put it, but the net was open enough, it still goes in. There were both defenders who were kind of in the net were both in that corner. So he kind of hit it at both of them, but luckily they were not recovered enough to get there. Mello off the sidewall, it'll bounce straight down again. Mello off the back wall, Yak there, pinched away. Now off the sidewall, Mello trying to center, but Nels a free clear. Mincy's going to try to chase it. He'll get a dunk on LZ. Now it'll drop back down again. Yak played forward. LZ, open net, walks it in. Tie game again. Yak the pass. LZ, a perfect first touch. Just escorts the ball through. LA again will not go quietly, but they need to find a way to get ahead. 1 forward, it'll get out to the side. Gerd's gonna pop it up in the air. He'll get a reset. He'll go for another. Can't find anything else. LZ, 50'd by Mincy. It'll go quite far out though. Nels in the air. That one off crossbar. Yak can't read it. Bouncing out. Gerd's shot. Yak will save. Nels will take it all the way back to his corner. That corner though not gonna spawn. Nels has nothing. He'll leave it to Mincy. That one also not that far out. LZ gonna take control. He'll go for a reset. He'll go for one more. Popping forward. Gerds blocks it to the side. Now dropping back again. Yak off the corner. Nels dunked by LZ. Gerds trying to get it away. Dunked straight down off the ceiling. Hugging the wall. Mello plays it forward. Final 45. Nels will miss But Mincy backs him up. Gerds pops it away. Mincy loses that challenge to LZ. Nels down to the sidewall. Centering out again. Yak a bit of space here, but as we've seen all series, Havana, not uncommon to see them diving across the center of the field to just take away a challenge. Final 30 here. Yak just going to take a shot. That one actually a pass up to the backboard. Mello tried to dive. Won't find anything. LZ waiting, but she's up too far. That one goes behind him. Yak. Pop over one. Mincy the second. Even on the 50. Mello. Backboard. Will go for the double. Has to go for a pass instead. Mincy a clear. Final 10 seconds. LZ blocks it to the sidewall. He can't double it. Mincy no boost to shoot. Yak to the sidewall. Havana gonna have the last look. 0 seconds. Off the back wall. Falling down. Mincy steals the series. LA keep it up in the air too long, and the Highflyers make them pay. They will take it in 4. The fear of a reverse sweep did start to set in, but it will not realize. The Highflyers find a 3-1 victory here in week 6. This is game 4. Therefore, again, the path. I'm not going to put the graphic up. I thought about having the graphic tonight, but I decided that, well, the graphics, I guess, one for Pixel, one for Prism. I didn't. Let me just look at it, though. Because, again, the only team who can clinch is Houston in the Prism League, and that would be with a win versus they play LA. So a win versus LA. New York lose versus OKC. Well, they need a win, and then they need at least one of New York losing versus OKC or Miami losing versus Kyoto. Those are their 2 options. So there you go. We will ask for an interview. We'll see. What they want to do. I don't know. They're all still on the call, so we might have one. And sure, it seems like we will. So we'll be back in just one moment for an interview with the winning Havana Highflyers. And we are now back with the Highflyers. How does it feel? A little bit close to the reverse sweep. You know, momentum started to turn, but you shut it down in 4 games and moved back to 3-3.
Sorry, what was the question?
How does it feel to get a win, basically?
Pretty good. I'm happy to be back at 500. That's all I got.
500. Yeah, all good.
Did also.
I was gonna say there was not too much to talk about. Not too much to talk about with that game. Like we probably shouldn't have dropped a game, but you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. We started off the first 2 games pretty serious, and then the third game when we were up 2-0, we were just having like regular conversations, no comms. Then we got 2-2, and we're like, we should probably take the game serious. And then lost, and we're like, all right, lock in.
Yeah, we got back to hard comms once we dropped one.
Be like that. Yeah, the chat did mention you are the team who's gotten reverse swept a couple times, so it starts to get a little scary when you lose that game 3. But
no, really.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting reverse swept ever. Actually, I don't think that. I think you got the wrong team.
Trauma response. Anyway, you guys do move on to play Florida next week. Should be a tougher one. How does it feel going into that?
Samu's light work. That's about all I gotta say. I pretty much just view Samu as like a second lemon.
That is wild.
To make sure if I just on the chat, that was Mincy.
that was indeed Mincy. No, that was Gerds also thinks it. He actually said that before our game.
Yeah. I think that sounds right.
He said something about Samu Lemon. That's why he's muted.
Yeah.
Samu and Vice, Lemon, Yami. A's to be just the same.
See, as you did sweep Miami earlier, so then you feel like same thing in that one.
I feel like it'll if we play well it'll be a good series. It'll be close.
It'll be close.
All right. Well, I don't need to keep you guys too long. Good win. Any final thoughts before we head out?
I think Yak played well for playing up from Pixel. So
I would
props
agree.
to you, Yak.
I feel like he blended in. He blended in.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if I didn't see a name tag, I couldn't tell that it was Yak just from like gameplay alone. So I think Yak's one of those swing players that you could argue for Pixel or Prism, and I think he showed that.
Especially with
nice
his
to see.
50s. He's got to teach LZ how to get 50s like that. He's got a huge car.
Didn't LZ 50 you for a goal? Like air dribble
I don't want to
50.
hear that.
And Yak, we see those chain dashes out there on the wall.
I
Those
did
things are
notice that.
slick.
Did notice that.
Yeah, fuck you. Leave me alone. You got mechanics. I don't. Like I'm sitting there and I just see him chain dashing on the wall next to me to catch up, and I'm like, okay, fuck you.
I can't do it like that. No, I cannot. All right. Well, GG's again. Good luck next week.
Thank you, Doggo. Thank you for
W's.
casting.
Yeah, thank you for casting.
Thank you, Doggo.
All right. I forgot I turned off streamer mode, so I have Discord noise on. Oh no. All right. Well, that's okay. But so yeah, that'll do it for week 6, tonight's series and week 6. Their final score here: Havana 3, LA 1. Very good for them to point out. Yak played really well. Kind of like you expected. He is a very mechanical player. He is very fast. He likes to play aggressive. And he showed that. And even in the Prism lobby, he was able to play his game. He had an impact. And he did blend in. Like it has been mentioned, there are a lot of players who are kind of on that line. Could have gone either way. And Yak, a very strong name to be in that Pixel League. And of course, it does show. He is on an Erie Eclipse team, currently sitting in 2nd after 6 weeks of play. So, there you go. But that does it for now. Like we said, for the Prism League, watch out for Houston. If they win and one of New York or Miami lose, they will clinch a playoff spot. Same thing in the Pixel League with Lansing. If they win, they clinch. Because we are kind of going to ignore head-to-head clinches for now. No one else has a chance to, and they won't with a loss. But there you go. So that does it for now. One last time, your final score: Havana Highflyers 3, LA Mafia 1. Havana moved back to 500, and we'll see you next week for week 7.